Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Freedom. Today, I have a special guest. She's been on the show. Her story is so amazing, and I'm so inspired by the work that she's doing. She's from Nigeria. She's a natural. She's a natural health diva. She's the founder of Hypertension Africa. The work that they're doing is so amazing, and I'm telling you, after this show, you're definitely gonna get inspired. My sister, welcome to the program, and good to have you again.
Thank you, Freedom. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. How do I pronounce your name right? Because I wanna get it right.
Chibuamam Ilechukwu.
Okay. For those people who don't know who Chibuamam is, what can you tell them and the work that you're doing?
Okay, thank you. So I am a pharmacist to start with.
Yeah.
And I am the founder of Hypertension Africa. So this is it, Hypertension Africa, where we help people, we support people, individuals who are struggling with high blood pressure control, but who are tired of everyday living on drugs, the adverse effects they're having, signs of complications, even while taking their drugs. So we help them to be able to achieve and maintain normal numbers every single day using a simple high BP reversal method, which is lifestyle based to achieve that. So basically, that's the work that we do with Hypertension Africa. Of course, to do this, we have courses, we have online courses to do this, and we also have coaching and hand-holding to be able to help people really get their lives and their health back so they can really enjoy their best lives in super health. So that's what we do.
Okay, that's great. When did you start with the initiative, and why did you start it? What's the motivation behind?
Okay, thank you. This question is so basically, I can say that I started as far back as 2017.
Okay.
Right. Basically, what I was doing at the time though was just sharing from my own experience, sharing what I had come across in practice. So yes, I'm a pharmacist, but I've got over 10 years of clinical experience working in different sectors in the hospital, in the community practice, regulatory. And of course, this is something that I found out that a lot of people, like over 50% of all prescriptions, are people that come to refill their drugs, either for their high BP, drugs. And the WHO says that hypertension is the world's #1 killer, right? And roughly 1 in 4 people have this disease. So it's really a big problem. Even bigger part of the problem is that it's not a new disease. It's not like COVID that, okay, it's just new, so we don't really know how to manage it. It's been around for so long, yet it's still the #1 killer disease. That tells us that whatever that we've been using so far is not really sufficient in preventing complications and deaths. So meaning that there still needs to be more. And so basically what I was sharing in 2017 was basically my own experience, what I've come to find, put in practice. But then I also had a personal experience with my father, such that like this happened about 10 years ago, where he developed, different disease conditions. It started with arthritis, and then it went ahead to become affect his lower back, affect his walking. And the pain and the stiffness that he was going through led him to also develop hypertension in the process. And then he had high cholesterol in the process, right? So he had to deal with at least 4 different diseases just because he was getting older. And at this time, he was taking all his drugs according to recommendation, everything, yet he wasn't getting better. And so that led us to looking for what else he could do, right? It's a very long story, but I'm just trying to condense it right now to the truth of the matter is, at some point, even his doctors could no longer help him because they're like, okay, so the surgeon said you have to get a surgery for your legs, for your back, lower back, because it's called ankylosing spondylitis, but it's a 50-50 chance of being able to walk again. So imagine hearing such a gloomy report from your doctor. You just know that that's kind of end of the road. So basically, that led us to looking for alternatives and everything and anything. And that was how we kept trying all sorts. But the good news is he was able to get his life back.
Wow,
he was
that's
able to
great.
get his health back. He's no longer on medications. Yes. And also in the process, we found that even the high BP resolved. So it's like it reversed itself because right now he's not on any high BP medications, and his BP is always less than 140/90. And he's not on any pain medications, and the pain is all gone. He can walk around. He's not on any medications, and he has his cholesterol is back to normal, right?
Okay.
So this is why I now took it. So when I was sharing in 2017, 2018 on my Facebook profile, I've done over 1,000 live videos on Facebook, right?
Wow.
When I was sharing all this, yes, people started to get results just from listening and implementing what I was sharing. And I'm like, wow, if I'm just doing this on this small scale and people's lives are getting changed, then I can actually decide to do it more and change more lives. And so that's how we now went ahead to found Hypertension Africa, right? This Hypertension Africa as a brand is just like a year old, but we're now concentrated on really changing lives, helping people, leveraging on technology to get the word out there, to help people to heal themselves from the inside out using simple lifestyle based methods. So basically that's why I started it, how long I've been doing this, and why I'm so passionate about it, because I've experienced it myself. And now we've seen so many people also experience it.
What's the dream for hypertension in Africa? Where would you like to see the brand in the next 5 years?
Oh, our dream. Okay, so our dream is to become the #1, like top of mind. When you think high blood pressure control, like I have high BP, what do I do? You just think of Hypertension Africa. We want to be there as #1 alternative for people who are looking for something else that can work for them, right? We want to be top of mind. We're also looking at building our platforms and not just in Africa, right? Even right now, we know we don't serve just Africans, because we have people in other continents.
Wow.
Who tune into our who tune into our program. So we're looking at becoming that global leader, more of such people tuning into our programs. We're looking at having, not just courses, programs that any time of the year you can get into them, get your results, and really be able to enjoy your best life. So we want to be the household name for health coaching, health support, health technology, especially in tackling this menace that affects at least 1 billion people on Earth.
Wow, that's great. That's amazing. So
thank you.
Yeah, what's the misconception about your career that you would like to debunk? The misconception about what you do that you would like to debunk.
Okay. Interesting you should ask me this. So 2 days ago, I did a Instagram reel on our company on our official page on Hypertension Africa on Instagram. And the reel was, what is one thing that if you say out loud, like you're gonna get a lot of stares, or like people are gonna be looking at you like, huh? But that's just the truth. And then I said, it is that high blood pressure is reversible. You just don't know how to do it. And I put it in parentheses.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. I want to do something.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can continue. I'm sorry about that.
All right. So I just said high BP is reversible. You just don't know how to do it yet. So that's a big misconception. Like everyone believes that, oh, it's a lifelong sentence. I have to live with this. I have to keep managing myself. I have to keep enduring all the adverse effects, right?
Okay.
So it affects people in so many ways, maybe palpitations, chest pain, erectile dysfunction, poor libido, constant headaches, weakness, tiredness, you can't concentrate on your jobs. But you feel like I have to live with it, right? So that's the misconception. I have to keep managing. But if you are in that state right now, it is because you just don't know how to do it yet. So the misconception is, yes, it can be like that for you if you don't know how to do it. And if you don't say, I want to reverse it. But if you say, I'm ready to reverse it, now we can talk. Now we can have a conversation, because that's what we specialize in, helping you to reverse it. And we can show you how that works. And if you love it, we can support you to help you reverse it. And so that's the misconception I wanted to clear. It is very possible. You just need the right method. And we call it the high BP reversal method. When you get that and you use that, you can reverse it. We've worked with people who have had this for 10 years, 13 years. They've gone from 3 medicines to 1. Some of them have gone from 3 medicines to 2. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I mean, our website is hypertensionafrica.com. If you can go to hypertensionafrica.com/case studies, case-studies, you will see people where we actually document, right? We have people who have had it for 7 years, right? And then they go straight up to 0 drugs, 0 medications. That is high BP reversal. This is not a fluke. This is not, we've had them stay off medicines for 1-2 years, right? It's not a fluke. My dad has stayed off medicines for over 7 years, right? And he's 70, by the way. We've had 60-year-olds, 67-year-olds. So it's totally evidence-based. If you're not able to do it, it's because you don't know how to do it. And so we can help you to do it. We can help you get your life back. And that's really what I just wanted to clear up. And of course, I'm a pharmacist, so it's not about me telling you, hey, stop taking your drugs. I would never say stop taking your drugs, but I would say we will wean you off your medications and you go back to your doctor, and your doctor is gonna, is gonna look at what you've been doing and is going to say, yes, take off your medications, right? Let me tell you the story of this woman. She had it for over 7 years, and her doctor had told her never to get pregnant because her BP was so high, and he knew that it was going to put her at such risk of, complications and possibly death. Maybe you've heard of people who actually die from high BP complications during labor and all that, of end of pregnancy. She was one of such people. Her son was already 7 years. But, we had this conversation, and then she was just like, are you sure you can help me? That skepticism is always there to start with. But after the conversation, she said, you know what, I'm ready to do this. When she went back to her doctor smiled. The doctor could not believe it, but he saw all her records, saw what she was doing. Even her BP in his office was so good. And the man actually went through her case file and said, you can go ahead and have your son. The only thing is, when you get pregnant, just come so that we're monitoring you closely. And she's like, what? The doctor says, come and take a look at your case file. Look at what your BP readings used to be. And this is why I said, don't get pregnant again, right? So this is just us giving people back. We want to be that option for you. If everything else fails you, don't worry. We've got your back.
Wow, what you guys are doing is very, very inspiring, and it's amazing work. And so what are some of the challenges that you've come across along the way, and the lessons that you'd like to share with us?
So basically, I don't know if I'll call them challenges, but some of the things that we come across is basically just that hesitancy. Like, everyone feels like it can't go, especially if you had something for 10 years. You feel like there's nothing new under the sun. I've tried supplements, I've tried food pads, I've tried hypertension teas, I've tried to lose weight, right? There's this particular woman, we started working with her 3 months ago. And she had actually tried to lose weight. In fact, she had lost 10 kg. And, but do you know that the BP did not go away? Do you know that it never went away? She was still on 2 different medications. Yeah, 2. She was doing a total of about 25 mg of the drug.
Yeah.
But guess what? In 3 months, so 3 months right now, she's in her 3rd month right now. In fact, she's supposed to see her doctor tomorrow for her review. She has dropped those drugs. She only takes 2.5 milligrams of one drug.
Wow.
And she's ready to drop that one. And she's supposed to see her doctor tomorrow. So it's that hesitation of, I've tried everything in the books, so what's new? That's basically what we face a lot. Yeah. Also, the hesitation of, won't you give me any supplement, right? So we tell people that supplements are good, they are great, but supplements alone cannot reverse high BP. They're helpful, they are good, they have very beneficial effects, but they cannot. If you want to reverse it, you have to work your body from the inside out, and you have to use a method. So basically hesitancy, and also, mainstream, like nothing can be done, you have to live with it, that's it. Any other challenge we face? Well, basically the part is like people, so we know that some older people need this, right?
Yeah.
But they don't use the internet, they don't use smartphones, so they're not able. So we have come to understand that we can't possibly save the whole world. So yes, from time to time, we can just do some of these outreaches to people in rural areas, but we won't be able to really follow up with them, leveraging on technology, for instance, because they don't have smartphones, we can't reach them and all that. So we focus on the people who have technology, who are able to access, for instance, a video training, jump on a call like this, or even, see videos. At least you should be able to see videos with your phone. So we focus on those people who can use technology to improve their health, their life. So that's really like kind of challenge that we face, but we have come to live with it. Like, we can't save the world, but we can save as many people as we can reach. Like, there are so many people who are tech savvy who we can save. Let's focus on saving those people first before we start thinking of rural outreach.
Okay. What's your dream for Africa?
What's what?
Your dream for Africa.
My dream for
Africa.
For Africa.
Yeah.
So my dream for Africa is that we really harness what we have on the inside.
Yeah.
So some of the time we're looking outside for everything. We're looking for the Western world to save us, literally.
Yeah, very true.
It's not bad to learn from them, right? It's not bad to see something that is working, but you can also bring it back home. So that's really my dream, where we can actually use what we learn to improve ourselves as a people, as a nation, as a continent. Because yes, we still haven't gotten there, but we can get there. I'll just use a little example from what we're doing at Hypertension Africa.
Okay.
So basically, like I told you, I basically just started this on my own using my smartphone. I'll just go live, right?
Yeah.
On Facebook. But with time, I started to learn from Western trainers. I saw what they were doing. They were not necessarily in the health niche.
Yeah.
They were, maybe direct selling companies, network marketing companies, internet marketers, coaches. I saw what they were doing. I saw that they were creating programs. We would use Zoom to do trainings.
Yeah.
And I was learning a whole lot from these things, and it was improving me as a person. So what I was doing was I was learning, I was improving my person, and I was taking it into, okay, so how can I put this into improving people's health? You see? So I would, okay, so you could do a training on Zoom, so I don't have to travel to go and have an in-person program for this set of people, I could have it on Zoom. And so I started to do that. Okay, so that's how I actually started, that's how I started to think, oh, let me create this. Okay, so I saw they were doing courses. I would take a course from them. Okay, I said, okay, so let's create a course, but let's now do it health-based, right? And that's really it. So you learn from the Western world, you use it to improve Africa. And so we started with Africa, but we're still looking to be able to expand to other parts of the world more than we already have.
I understand. What would you like to share with us that I didn't ask?
What would I love to share where?
What would you like to share with us that I didn't ask? Is there anything that I didn't ask that you would like us to know?
Oh, what you didn't ask? Well, basically, what I wanted to share is basically, I just wanted to say you're doing a great job, having this kind of conversations. I hope that my story inspires someone in whatever niche they are in, that you can start anywhere, start however, but what's important is that you keep growing, keep evolving, keep trusting the process. So one of the things that I'm learning lately is when you have an idea or an intuition, right? It is also a pointer to what you should be doing, right? I never knew that I would be doing this. I never, this is not part of my life goals or was not. But I just kept trusting intuition, oh, I can to help this person. Okay, I can help this person more. I can scale this up in this way, right? So learn to just trust your intuition and follow it. And then also for the people who have high blood pressure who are listening to me, or you have friends, or maybe it's you, maybe it's your family, it's your friend, I would say the earlier you start to stop it from getting worse, the better. Don't wait till it gets bad. Don't wait till there's a stroke or there's a kidney failure. At that point, it's near terminal. There's really nothing anyone can do, just wait it out. So what I would say is the moment you hear this is the moment you want to start to do something. You can visit, I hope I can tell them to visit our website to get more information, right? Yes, so basically to get started, we have a community on Facebook. We have, this is it, hypertensionafrica.com. Basically, if you visit our website, you get everything that you need, hypertensionafrica.com. You'll get access to, you can join our community on Facebook, so you learn more about what we do. So you also get to know when we open up programs. Our coaching programs is not open all the time because of course we're working closely with people. So you get to know when it's open and you can easily join and do your maybe 3-month countdown to freedom and all that. To freedom. Your name is Freedom. I like your name. I like your name. So basically that's it. Trust the process and join us, hypertensionafrica.com, join our community, and then you can actually have freedom from high BP.
Wow,
without drugs.
Wow, that's so powerful. In closing, how would you like to be remembered? How would you like
I'd love to be remembered as I'd love to be remembered as that person that really changed people's lives, that really saved people. Yes, really gave an option to people to really be able to live to their fullest.
That's great. Thank you so much for your time. And I would like us to do this again, hopefully soon. So you keep us posted about the amazing work that you guys are doing. And thank you so much for your time. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me as well.
Great.